Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Irma. Today's video I'm going to be sharing a little bit of homemaking, cleaning motivation, and also I'll be transitioning my home into an early fall. So here I'm just going to go ahead and start off by doing some fruit prep, which I will be washing and prepping them, so it just makes it easier for the kids to grab as well as us adults, just to go ahead and reach for like a more healthier options. But if you guys are new over here on my channel, like I mentioned, my name is Irma, and over here on my channel I do share cleaning motivation as well as decorating, of course, on a budget. So if it's something you guys are interested in, go ahead and stick around for more, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You're untouchable. Don't you know? Until my lungs give out, you're beautiful. Crazy, oh, I just want you now. I wanna hold you close, don't wanna take it slow. Oh, I just want you now. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Wanna put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. And it's like you're untouchable. Like you're untouchable. Don't you know? You know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. I'll sing until my lungs give out, you're beautiful. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night, all night. I'll sing until my lungs give out. Okay, so all of our fruits are now washed. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly put them here in the refrigerator so we can start off by cleaning in the kitchen, because as you guys can tell, it was a mess and I have a lot of dirty dishes as well. But in today's video I'm going to be cleaning our kitchen, dining room, and living room only. And like I mentioned, I am going to take away those very summery decors and just bring them more into like getting ready for the fall decor. So there's not like fall decorating in this video, but it's just like a little video showing how I transitioned my home to mute down all of those lemons and summer decor before I actually bring out like full force fall decor. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away. So my stove has not been washed for a while, so it definitely needed like a really good scrub. But while I was scrubbing it, the little white things you see right there in the first burner actually broke and like fell in. So now the only way I could use my front burner, which was like the one I used the most, I have to use like a lighter to turn it on now. So that is very annoying. I guess I just need to buy like a new stove and a dishwasher, of course, because my dishwasher isn't the best either. But I do want to apologize also for my voice, since we got back from our vacations that we went on the summer, which I will let you guys like fill you guys in a little bit more in up in the video. I don't know, I guess it was just like the heat here in California. so like pretty much me and my kids are like trying to get used again to our California weather, and I do have like a little sore throat.
I can take you anywhere, somewhere we won't be scared. You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. I've been saving you. You save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're at a tight end. You, I got you. You got me, got me. You got me, got me. You got me too. Got me, got me. I've been saving.
So I just wanted to point out, when I washed my stove, or like I scrubbed my stove, I did use a little bit of dish soap, and I scrubbed it and wiped it all off. Then in this spray bottle here, I have some of the baking soda Fabuloso, the one you get from Dollar Tree. I poured it in there, and I sprayed both my microwave and the stove with that, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly wipe it back off. And then like the stove grills, I had actually washed them previously in the sink, so they are washed as well. I just didn't share that part with you guys, but I just wanted to let you know that I did wash them.
There's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie.
And of course, since we were away, we have like no beans in the refrigerator, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this little pot that I got from Mexico on our trip when we went this summer also. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly wash it, and then put some water in there, and then go ahead and start sorting out and cleaning out the beans, to put the beans to cook while I am cleaning. But going back to our summer vacation, we had so much fun. Our vacation was just amazing. I hope you guys had a great summer vacation also. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you guys do? But our summer vacation started off that we went to Mexico for a while, then we came back, then we had like 4th of July camping reservations at Pismo Beach. So we go ahead and went to Mexico. We came back from Mexico, we packed up the trailer, and then like 2 days later we left for camping. We were like a week in Mexico, and then also a week in Pismo Beach. Then we came back. My daughter had a Oregon trip for her drama class, my older daughter, so she was out in Oregon for like 4 days. And then when she came back, we were able to go to Oregon also. Like, we've been trying to go to Oregon every summer, pretty much to escape the summer heat here, but I just enjoy being in Oregon. It's just like so different, so much funner. It's just like the perfect weather, the perfect views, the same as Washington also. It's like, if I could, I would sell my house, pack up, and move over there, but my husband is not a big old fan of rain and snow and the cold, so that's kind of like what held us back also. But going back to our vacation, we actually went to Washington. We had a quince to go to, and then we stayed like for almost 3 weeks in traveling from Oregon to Washington, just like having fun, enjoying the summer. It was just perfect summer. But when we got back, like a little after we arrived to California, we started noticing the difference in, like, some of the kids were like, oh, my nose is burning, my sinuses, and then the throats, and I was like, the same was with me. It was just like a sign like we weren't supposed to come back or something. The kids didn't want to come back either, but like I mentioned, we had to come back. My kids will be starting school pretty soon, and of course my husband has to go to work because money does not arrive free and nobody else is going to pay our bills. So yeah, that was a little bit of our summer. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below how was your summer, and if you guys are new over here, let me also know in the comments down below. I like to go ahead and say hi and get to know you a little bit more better. But here, now that the beans are cooking, I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly spray the countertops and wipe them, and then I'm also gonna be spraying the cabinets and wiping all of that too. And of course, like I mentioned, we're gonna do some redecorating and reorganizing in here. I just like to switch up my stuff from time to time just so it feels like a new space, like if I got new decor, but I'm always using like what I have. So I always shop my home first. I'm not the type of person that goes out and spends hundreds of dollars or buys all kinds of stuff every time I'm gonna decorate my house. I always use what I have. So I actually have like certain decor bins like for the season, but then I also have like a lot of stuff that are like all year round decor. So that's just pretty much what I work with. That's why I always say that I decorate on a budget, because I'm not the type of person that's gonna go out and look for decor. I always go ahead and just try to reuse and switch up items that I already have. That saves you like a lot of money, and plus it's gonna make you look like if you had something new. But I hope you guys are enjoying today's video. If you guys are, don't forget to give this video a like. That lets me know you guys are enjoying content like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking, let the music play for a while, and then just let you guys enjoy the video.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get.
Now this open cabinet shelf is always a struggle for me to decorate, but I just love and enjoy it so much that I do not give up on it, and it always turns out, in my opinion, to look perfectly fine and great. So you do find me moving things around here and there and trying to just figure it out. But if you guys have something similar to this, or like floating shelves, which I know are also a challenge for a lot of us, just keep on moving it, keep on doing, don't give up. Eventually you will get it the way you'll like it. And I guess I don't know if we'll ever learn to do it quickly, because I have not, and it's been several years, but I just still enjoy and try to use whatever I have.
90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh.
So you guys saw I brought my coffee pot to my countertops. I never have it here. I always have it like in a little coffee bar area, or a little shelf that I have in our dining room. But I'm gonna go ahead and do our coffee station over here. My oldest son drinks coffee. He always makes it on the table. I like to have my tablecloth on the table, and there's like always coffee that falls and then it gets like stuck because nobody cleans it really quick. But we're gonna go ahead and bring it over here in the kitchen and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pour like the sugar, the creamer, and the coffee grains into these canisters that I just had like put away in the cabinet and the hutch that's in our dining room. So we're gonna go ahead and just work on making something cozy for our coffee station area over here on the countertops. Just something like really different. I've never had my coffee pot in this particular spot here in the kitchen, but let's see how long it lasts us there.
God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why don't you come on over and be my somebody to love? Somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody. I need somebody, I need somebody to love. I need somebody, I need somebody.
And of course, we're doing fall, so we want to bring in some coziness, but I find like if you want to bring a coziness to a room or a space or a corner, if you have a lamp, just put one of those warm light bulbs in it and it automatically gives you a different vibe. Underneath our cabinets, I installed under cabinet lighting, which is like in a bright white, but for the fall and like winter Christmas season, I like to use the warm bulb ones. So these little lamps that I got from Facebook Marketplace that are actually from Target, but they were brand new. I actually picked up 2 of these. Just do like the perfect vibe that you are looking for.
I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too.
And while I'm moving over to the side of the refrigerator, since smoothie season is pretty much over, I'm gonna go ahead and just put my blender away and bring the air fryer over here, because the air fryer, we use it like so much that it just needs to be out on the counter. So we're gonna go ahead and put it here. And then the toaster, I tried to fix the toaster here, but it's not gonna work out, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that one away.
So much better. I miss you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, I know it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. Tick tock, the clock keeps ticking. Don't know what I should do. I wish you would be right here with me. I'm thinking of you, thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me
like you guys saw, kitchen is almost done. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly finish wiping off the countertops. Then I also have to sweep my little sink rag. I'm gonna throw that in the washer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down all of the lower cabinets, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the dining room. So if you guys are enjoying today's video, once again, don't forget to give this video a like. If you guys enjoy watching content like this and would like to see more, don't forget to click that subscribe button before leaving today's video.
Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck, I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck, coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck, trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you, coming to get you, coming to get you. Coming to get you. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night, keep wishing you would kiss me under.
So the kitchen is done. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the dining room. I always start off, if I'm gonna like redecorate or deep clean, with the hutch, because then I can throw everything on top of the table, which afterwards just turns into like a bit of a chaos, because then the table's full of decor that already came from the kitchen, and then I start adding more from the hutch. And then after I redecorate the hutch, I'm like, okay, still with a lot of decor left, and I just feel like I grab everything and I drop it back off on the counters in the kitchen, which you guys don't see that. And then before I could film all the afters, I have to hurry up and grab all the decor and throw it on top of the washer. So it just makes like myself like a whole much bigger mess. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and quickly wipe down the hutch. It was extremely dusty. You guys could see in the beginning clips that there was, like, after I removed the stuff, so much dust. So here I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly redecorate inside the hutch area, and then we'll go ahead and move on to wiping the rest of the hutch and decorating the buffet area.
Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once inside the noise, I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your destination.
So over here, moving down to the buffet area, I'm gonna keep it very simple and easy. I'm just gonna put these 3 canisters or glass jars on here. One of them has like the Jamaica leaves to making Jamaica water. The other one has like corn flour for making maseca tortillas, and then of course this white one has like my baking flour to make like breads. I also use it for my cinnamon rolls, but that is just how I'm going to keep that spot there. And then we'll just finish using pledge to dust off and give a little bit of a shine to the hutch before we can move on to anything else.
Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going.
And like I mentioned, now it's time to declutter everything off of this table. So here, you guys, like I mentioned, you guys never see it, but everything that I'm going to take off of here is landing back in the kitchen countertops just to be out of sight view for you guys. But then of course afterwards I do remove everything and throw it in the washroom. But then at the end, once I'm done filming, I do put everything away. So anyways, I do need to like declutter, like actually get rid of some decor, because I have the hutch bottom cabinets are full of decor, like my all year round decor. Then I have the cabinet underneath the TV in the living room that also has year-round decor that a lot of pieces I don't even use anymore, as well as the cabinet that we have in the hallway. Like the bottom ones have like a lot, like overflowing of decor in there too. So definitely need to do a little bit of decluttering and get rid of some stuff. I'll probably be posting some on Facebook, or I don't know, for sale, for free, or whatever, exchange, because I saw there's like an exchange group also, but I need to get rid of that. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and finish wiping off the table. I threw my tablecloth into the washer thinking I was probably going to use it again, but then I'm going to go with a different option. But I also removed all the chairs. You guys seen me do that, because I do need to like vacuum, like deep vacuum the carpet, because ever since this year started, we started having like our meals at the table as a family, so the floor does get a lot more dirtier here. So it does need like a really good vacuum. Other than before, we never used to use the dining room, just like for decor and looks, but now it does get dirty. But here, you guys saw me, I put 2 table runners. I know it doesn't show up really well on camera, but in person you do tell the difference. And then I just topped it off with a little tray that I had got a few years back at Mexico, and then just like with the plant and stuff. But this area here is where my coffee bar area used to be at, so I did end up switching it up a little bit, just so this corner doesn't look like boring and bald and have be like with the big old hutch on the other side and stuff like that. I just try to make it a little bit more cohesive, so it's like actually looks good. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and start vacuuming, because I also need to mop.
Give me a sign, just give me a sign, baby, give me a sign, give me a sign, just 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 give me one more.
Even can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying, undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking, everlasting ego. I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying, undying ego.
So the entryway has been a little plain these past months, like pretty much all year already. So I went ahead and rebuilt the little bench that goes to our dining room table. As you can tell, we don't use it there anymore. Put it here underneath this frame we have in the entryway. Put my plant, my little fig plant that is turning to real life, on the side of it. And then I'm just gonna add 2 pillows here, and then just, I feel it's fine like that. It already brings in some warmth and coziness. But here are all the afters of our dining room, entryway, and of course the kitchen. And then after this, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the living room.
Not that nice and humble kind, that would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying, undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking, everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes with his humble lacking, everlasting ego. You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be
So I'm gonna explain a little what is gonna go on and what we're gonna be doing here in the living room. So of course we're gonna also do like a light deep clean like we did in the kitchen and dining room. So I did move some stuff out of the way. I do have to sweep really well. The fireplace needs to be wiped down because that thing could get super dusty, and it's white, so it like really doesn't show, but it does get very, very dusty. On my TV here, I just went ahead and put on YouTube a vintage screensaver, so that's what's playing on over there. So it's just that like a black screen going on over there. Then I also have to wipe down our mirror. But here in this area, you're gonna see that I'm gonna put back like the little table that had my plant and the little single chair. But then I end up switching it out because I don't know, it's like I'm feeling for a different vibe. Like I want a little something different going on. So yeah, that's not gonna be like the way you guys will see it in a bit. But I also went ahead and wiped down like really well our TV stand, our plant stand that's right, the shelf that's behind the TV. And then we're gonna go ahead and jump over to the sofa area.
Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings, unable to bend. I never listened, trying to prove it, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fire.
jumping over to the sofa area, I did push the sofa forward. I don't know why the clip didn't come out. I probably forgot to push the play button. But we pushed the sofa forward, and I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly vacuum. I wiped the shelf of the bed and boarding. I wiped the shelf as well as the picture frames, but that didn't get filmed also. So I'm just vacuuming here. I need to mop, and then you will see me like go ahead and wipe down like the sconces that are on the wall as well. And just if you're curious why I have a board on the floor behind the sofa, is because our internet box is actually hidden behind the sofa, so there's like it hits and doesn't let it like go all the way through, like back to, like flush back to the wall. So like whenever the kids get on or jump on the sofa, it seems like one side would always slide. So my husband went ahead and put that piece of board there that's the same width as our internet box, and that way like it doesn't, one part of the sofa doesn't slide while the other part stays forward, or if that even makes sense. I hope you guys did understand me, but that is why the board is there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly mop the baseboards and the floor before we can push the sofa back. Of course, we can not only vacuum our floors, we also have to vacuum the sofa. And I do get a lot of questions about my sofa. So I bought my sofa nearly 2 years ago at Costco, and they still carry them, but it's more like a different style and color tone. And I know it's two colors. It's one like similar to mine, but it's a little bit more darker, and then they have like a gray one as well. But they look the same, but I was told that the fabric is not the same. So I don't know. For my opinion, they look the same. The fabric felt the same too as the ones in the store. But yeah, that's where my sofa is from, because I do get a lot of questions about it like every time it pops out of my videos. So I just wanted to go ahead and put that out here. So now that I am done vacuuming our sectional, I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together and push it back towards the wall.
This moment, can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm.
So here is where I'm gonna switch out, like I mentioned, this area here. So I went ahead and brought in the ornament and pushed it like over here instead, and then I'm just gonna top it off with a cozy blanket and some pillows. The ottoman just carries like all of our extra pillows, blankets for when we're laying or cozying up on the sofa. And then, well, of course I have to wipe down our coffee table here. And oh my gosh, not only do you guys see all this junk that's right here on like on the bottom shelf, wait until you see the inside. Everything in the inside actually belongs to Jayla, like all her school stuff and stuff like that, but I have not decluttered it, and school is already gonna start, so I definitely needed to clean out all of this junk. But it's like it holds so many stuff in here, like you would not even imagine how much it could hold. But we actually ended up filling up this whole bag full of like stuff that just needed to go to the trash, and I still left like a lot of stuff of hers inside the table. But yeah, good thing she wasn't around, because or else she wouldn't have let me get rid of any of these stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly wipe up the top, pull it back, and then add some simple decor to our coffee table. So I'm just gonna bring in like a little tray basket, a little plant, and some books. Of course, they're like magazines of some delicious fall recipe desserts. So that is just what is gonna go over here on top of the coffee table for now. I still think it looks nice and cozy. I do need to push my area rug like over a little bit, because now that the ottoman's not there, it seems like it's just like to one side and not centered. So I do need to do that also. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and finish off sweeping here, and then again I also have to mop our floors.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
Say something meaningful, say something I don't know. I wanna know you better. The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel, I don't know if you're real. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. And it's like you're untouchable. Like you're untouchable. Don't you know? You know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful.
So I'm just finishing up mopping this area, and then I'll go ahead and move on to the hallway. It did not film me cleaning or mopping the hallway, but here are all of the afters of our living room and parts of our kitchen for you guys to see how everything turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye guys.
What are you doing to me? I think I'm going crazy. Oh, I just want you now. I wanna hold you close, don't wanna take it slow. Ooh, I just want you now. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking